Welcome back, you guys. We are still entering the new year, and as we are still entering the new year, I thought I would cover one of the most probably big New Year resolutions for a lot of people, which is leaving your current job. Now, if you're anything like me, I'm going to speak from my personal experience about how I felt about my 9-to-5 job, which I would imagine is probably similar to what your job is that you're wanting to leave, because 9-to-5 jobs suck. And it just kind of feels like there is no way out. And okay, so from my experience, I have worked a very low class job for several years, and I think the worst part about it was the fact that I felt like no matter what my opinion was on the job, not even really opinion, but like no matter what I had to say about the job, other people would make me feel just like my feelings were so irrelevant based on the fact that I chose to work there. I chose to work there because it was the highest paying job in my town. And it really was. The highest bottom line job that I could qualify for. And this is why I started my own entrepreneurial business, because I'm never going to make better money in this town than just literally starting my own business. But that being said, I still I've had to, work the 9-to-5 job for years on end. And the worst part, again, is just the fact that it felt like no matter what I had to say at the end of the day, my feelings or opinions would just be shut down. Like, I would come home and say, today sucked because XYZ reasons. And the response is always just, you chose to work there, either leave a crap job or just basically shut up about it. Which to me was super unfair, because I understand the point. Like, yeah, that's kind of, comes with the territory. But at the same time, it's also not fair that I'm not being treated right at a job that is crap. You know what I mean? And I mean no offense to the people who said these things, because I understand their point that, you either leave a job you hate or you just kind of suck it up. That being said, I feel like there should still be just a little bit more affection in the sense that, look, I'm staying at this job because it's the highest paying job in this town. If it wasn't the highest paying job in this town, believe me, I would have left. And I'm staying there because it's honestly the best option. It's not like I'm staying there. It's not like, okay, I understand also that it could sound like an abusive relationship, right? It's like, you can kind of just, when you're in that box, not see a way out. And that's how it sounds, I think, to other people, is it sounds like there are so many options out there. There's so many more fish in the sea. And yet you stay at this job. Why? Because honestly, it is the best option. Not because of the mistreatment of, the things that happen at this job, of course, but because what do you work for? What is the reason you go to work? For money, right? That's literally the bottom line. That is the only reason I work, is for money. Sure, I like the skill that I can get. Sure, I like this or that, coworkers, the hours, whatever. But the bottom line is the money. And when I'm getting my needs met financially, that is the reason I stay. In an abusive relationship, don't even get me started on that, but literally none of your needs are being met. Maybe food and shelter, but don't even get me started. Point is, I don't view my job as an abusive relationship. I view it as, this is financially where I need to be. And what just absolutely freaking sucks is the fact that I just feel like I cannot be heard as long as I am in this job. And I hate the fact that I have to basically accept the fact that my feelings, my needs, emotions, opinions, whatever, I feel like are not valid until I get out. And I have to kind of just accept that. And this is something I've just been thinking a lot about lately, and especially how I feel like a lot of people are probably in this position as they're thinking about, leaving their leaving their current job this new year and just starting fresh and starting over. And I know what I think holds a lot of us back from doing that is the fact that we think, is there really anything else better out there? Maybe there is, maybe there's not. And then if there is a pay decrease, is it really worth it? Because what if it's not better and then you lose your financial stability, right? For a little bit more sanity, possibly, could be worse. It's really hard to know. And this is, again, I have been there so many times. This is why I started my own business. And this is why I am here to encourage you. If you are feeling this way, please consider hiring a life coach to follow your dreams. Because feeling this, there's nothing worse than feeling like your opinion and your feelings are not valid. There is nothing worse, because if that's how you feel, again, I have been there, I get it. Then you feel like, what opinion, what feeling, what emotion, what is relevant in my life then? And then, it sucks because you can't even comment on something that your coworker had said. Something that may be true, may not be true, or you question if it's true. You want to mention, my coworker had mentioned blah, blah, blah. Just knowing that it's instantly going to be shut down based on the fact that your coworker is also probably dumb enough to be working at a job like this. So therefore their opinion is immediately shut down. Does not even matter what they said, right? So you can't even talk about your coworkers. You can't talk about your own feelings. You can't even learn anything really from a job like this, because more than likely they're teaching you false information. So literally it's just for the income, but you have to spend at least 40 hours a week at this place and basically just shut off your brain to learning anything, because you're just going to be learning a lot of false information and then come out extremely dumb on the other side, right? Is this just me, or has anyone else felt this way? Because I'm telling you, there is nothing worse. I literally made an entire blog comparing my work environment to hell. If you guys know, I study hell a lot. I find it really fascinating, and the 7 layers of it and all this stuff. And I literally have compared my work environment to each of the layers of hell. And the thing is that it has in common, it's really sad, honestly. I really want to sell that blog one day. But point is, if you don't want to be in hell and you want to be thriving and living the life you were made to be, because guys, it's not worth it. Life is so short. Life is also really long when you spend it doing something you absolutely hate. But our entire existence here on earth is too short to be spending it in hell. It's too short. I really highly encourage you to start following your dreams this year. This is a sign. If you've been waiting for one, this is it. Start chasing your dreams. That is something that you won't regret. You will regret looking back on your life at all the years you spent at a job you absolutely despise and that made you feel just completely invalidated. self-actualization is on the hierarchy of needs. It is that important as a human to have that. And you know what? Based on a lot of scientific studies, and also based on people I know who work with older people, it has been proven. Granted, there's a bunch of different studies that say all these other different things are the real, answer, but it has been proven by many people I know personally, and also many studies, that the number one regret people have is not following their dreams. Even if it's not the number one regret, even if it's in the top 10, is that a regret that you are really willing to risk is not following your dream? When life is so short, what's holding you back from following it? What about your current job is so worth staying at over your dream? Even if your dream doesn't take off immediately, even if it doesn't ever become a full-time business, isn't it at least worth doing on the side? At least having that escape, that portal that you can come home to and escape into this whole other world of something that you love. And honestly, if there's enough passion in it, I have no doubt that it would take off one day and become your full-time business. If you are willing to get started on that journey, I highly encourage you to book a free discovery call with me to find out more about what this is all about. The link to that will be in the description below. You can also find me on almost any social media platform at Make Waves Coach. And you can also find me on almost any social media platform at Mermaid Kassandra, as you can watch my journey of following my own dream. And you can also find my podcast any place podcasts are found. It's Make Waves Mermaid Kassandra. I will talk to all of y'all in the next episode. Go out there and make waves.